Good afternoon. I am Basutli Ramontshonyana from University of Botswana. So today I'll be presenting on the independence of research ethics committees, a case of University of Botswana research ethics committees. So what are these committees? These are boards that have been entrusted with responsibilities to safeguard the rights, safety, and well-being of human subjects involved in biomedical or social behavioral research, and to provide a public assurance of that protection. That is by Pandia 2014. And members of this committee are formally appointed to review and approve the proposed studies. And they also ensure that research is executed in an ethical manner in accordance with the national and international rules and regulations. So here at the University of Botswana, we use the term institutional review boards interchangeably with research ethics committees. Research ethics committees independence. Research ethics committees must be independent and demonstrably able to make decisions without undue political, professional, institutional, or market influence. That is by Fortwell 2009. Reflection of crucial requirements for an independent research ethics committees. Those are recruiting and appointing research ethics members, coordination, composition of research ethics committees, potential conflicts of interest, and decisions of the research ethics committees. So as I said earlier on, I'll be talking of the University of Botswana Research Ethics Committees, that is abbreviated as UB-RECs. So the UB-RECs are housed under the Office of Research and Development here at the University of Botswana. And these committees were established as an standing committee of the University of Botswana to provide oversight on all research conducted by the UB staff, students, and affiliates involving human beings as participants. Also, these committees are particularly concerned with the research that addresses issues that are of relevance to Botswana, as well as the University of Botswana. And also, these committees, they present their conclusion to its reflection to the applicants, who are the principal investigators, in form of an independent decisions. They do that by approving or disapproving the research proposals, or giving the principal investigators positive or negative advice. So that is retrieved from the Standard Operational Procedure of the University of Botswana, Regs of 2011. Okay, independence of the UB-RECs. The UB-RECs possesses some characteristics that assist them to function independently. For example, recruitment and appointing of research ethics committee members. So here at the University of Botswana, the director of Office of Research and Development sent out an invitation for interested parties to respond to. And then he's also responsible for appointing the committee members. And the director here at the University of Botswana reports to the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Affairs. And then we're going to look at the coordination of the UB Research Ethics Committees. So the following officers and their responsibilities contribute a lot to the good functioning of the research ethics committees. So that is the assistant director, research ethics, the research officers, the research ethics committees chairperson, and the vice chairperson. And the chairperson and the vice chair of the research ethics committees, they report the activities of the research ethics committees to another committee called the research risk committees here at the University of Botswana. To continue, we are going to look at the composition of the UB research ethics committees. The UB research ethics committees is composed of at least 10 members who are men and women, And these members have varying background to promote a complete and adequate review of research activities commonly conducted by the institution. And the members include at least one member whose primary concern is in medical sciences, and at least one member whose primary concern is non-scientific area. Again, the committee have members who are not affiliated to the institution, and these members are able to bring in the public views to the community. And again, the following categories of professionals are also well represented. So those are the physician, lawyers, statistician, and the paramedic. And we also look at the potential conflicts of interest. So when members declare financial or other relationship with the research, that helps to minimize potential for bias and conflict of interest. So what happens during the appointment, members are required to sign a conflict of interest declaration, which makes it mandatory for them to disclose any interest or involvement with the research being reviewed, either financially, professionally, or otherwise. And specific interest which might affect the primary obligation associated with the research being reviewed are declared. So what happens here? Like the members, they have the checklist that they used to review. Right at the bottom of that checklist, there is that clear question that asks the reviewers, do we have any conflict of interest in reviewing this study? And the answers there are yes or no for members to answer to that. And the other thing is that the chair or the vice chairperson, whoever will be chairing the meeting on that day, always remind members during the meeting to declare any conflict of interest if they have any. And lastly is the decision of the UB Recs. Decision of the UB Recs are reached through consensus, right? But where there is no consensus, decision will be reached by voting. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening.